Okay, today I want to show how I check the balance shaft for this car and replace the faulty balance shaft. So this is the oil sump, or the oil pan, we may call it oil pan. This one has to be removed to expose the balance shafts. So those are 10mm bolts, and there are 2 nuts. So, I took all the bolts and nuts and then remove the oil pan. So there's no gasket, so I have to separate the pan from the engine block. So the silicone glue, if I'm not wrong, so there's a glue that holding the pan to the engine block. So although all the nuts and bolts have been removed, the glue is still strong. So I took quite some time to remove the pan because of the glue. Okay, and then this is important. Okay, make sure you align the crankshaft pulley, okay, to the TDC, okay, top dead center. So there's a mark at the pulley that must be aligned with the mark at the engine. Okay, so with the engine at the TDC, okay, at the top dead center, the balance shaft, there's a hole mark at the balance shaft there. Okay, you see there, so that's the hole. The hole must be at the top position, not at the bottom position. Okay, so this indicated that the balance shaft have been installed wrongly. So the position is opposite, completely opposite. So to take the balance shaft, remove all there were 8 13mm bolts. Okay, to remove the case. So this is the case, okay, and that's the balance shaft. Okay, at TDC, at the top dead center, the width at the balance shaft must be at the bottom. Okay, but it is at the top, okay, which is instead of cancelling the vibration, it supporting the vibration. Okay, and those are the bearing surface that have become rough. So the balance shaft look relatively new, but because of the wrongly installed position, and I think the bearing were not replaced when the new balance shaft were installed. So those 2 factors contributing to these bad conditions. So, and then the bearing, you can see they can be moved by fingers. It shouldn't be moved by fingers. Okay, so this new balance shaft and bearings, so altogether this cost me about 700 ringgit. So these are the bearings. There are 8 bearings and pair of new balance shaft. So that's the new balance shaft. So the teeth are made of fiber. Okay. That one, and the second one. Okay, this has one teeth made of fiber and another one made of steel. So the fiber teeth will match with the steel teeth. Okay. If Toyota made them all steel, I think it will produce a lot of noise. So that's the bed surface. Okay, it even has a groove at the surface. Okay, to make the job easier, I should have removed the oil filter in the first place. So this is to take the bed bearings and install the new bearings. So the one that cannot be moved by finger, okay, I just gently tap it using screwdriver. So this is an attempt to clean up the groove as clean as possible, because the groove is where the groove is where the engine oil will go through, okay, to reach all the surface. Okay, this is the new bearings. You can see there are two holes there that will allow engine oil to run through the surface. Okay, put it in place and just push in using your thumbs. Okay, it will fit in nicely, and make sure that bearings and the surface are flush. So again, I must stress that the balance shaft must follow the correct timing. So I think maybe the previous mechanic didn't realize the timing. Okay, so perhaps he just randomly shut off the engine and took everything out and put everything back. Okay, Okay, make sure the bearings are flush to the surface, and then we put some oil. And then we can put the new balance shafts. So at the beginning, when I realized there was vibration, so I thought maybe it was the engine mount. So I replaced the engine mount. So you can check my other videos for replacing the engine mounts. And after, with the new engine mounts, the condition improved, but not that much. And day by day the vibration getting more noticeable. And okay, luckily my judgment was correct. Okay, so that's the you can see that the minus mark and the circle mark. So circle mark must be inside, minus mark must be outside, and the hole must pointing upwards. Okay, with the engine at the TDC, okay, the holes must be pointing at the top. Or if you want to refer the circle mark, so those circle marks must pointing inside, or otherwise the minus mark should pointing outwards. Okay, so put a little bit engine oil. Okay, you can see there, steel teeth will meet the fiber teeth. Okay, I think that's more than enough. So now okay, remove the bearing at the engine block. Okay, and then don't forget to clean the surface. This is just a quick demonstration to remove the old silicone seal or silicone glue. So I use blade to clean up the surface. So the surface at the engine block, and as well as at the surface of the oil pan. Okay, and then the same way the new bearings are installed to the engine block. And the last one. Okay, those are the bearings. Now make sure that there's a notch. Actually, there is a notch there on the pulley. Okay, that must be aligned with this the mark in the middle. Sorry, my camera cannot focus on the notch, but you will notice the notch. Okay, and then again make sure the marks are correct. Okay. Like I mentioned previously, okay, the hole must pointing upwards. Okay, at the top, the holes must be at the top. And these go into the engine block. Okay, a bolt goes in. And proceed with the rest of the bolts. So at the first place, hand tight all the bolts and then torque them to 22 Newton meter. Okay. This is I want to show you the sequence. Okay, start with the middle, 22 Newton meter at the middle, cross pattern, and then the outer bolts. Okay, and then after you torque them to 22 Newton meter, further tighten the bolts 90 degree. Okay, so make another quarter turn for each bolts. That's what I learned from other YouTubers. Okay, so the sequence was start at the beginning and then at the outer bolts, and then don't forget the oil pump strainer, and then make sure the surface are clean. And this is to put the seal packing, Toyota seal packing. Okay. And actually don't follow my technique of applying this seal, because I hate the oil leak after completing this job. Okay, I think because I use the quantity that I use is not enough. Okay, I should have applied more silicone at the surface. Okay, you can skip this part because this took some time. Okay, so I redo the job. Okay, so I remove after realize the leak, I remove everything. I remove the oil pan again. Okay, cleaning up the old glue, and then applying back the seal. Okay, for the second time I use triple. I triple the quantity. I tripled the quantity of the glue. Okay, by the way, I didn't show how I clean the surface. That also took a lot of time. Okay, I should move slowly. You see I move very fast there. I should move slowly. Okay, and in the second attempt I managed to do the job correctly. So the experience, from my experience, I can say that do not try to save some cash by not putting by trying to use the minimum amount of glue. My advice is use as much as you can put on the surface. Okay, this is carefully put the pan in place. Okay, make sure the stud. Make sure the hole. There were two studs. Okay, there were two studs that help you align the oil pan, and then I support the pan using a floor jack. Okay, after this step, you have to install the 10mm bolt as quick as possible. So at first you do the hand tight, and then after that torque them to about 7 to 8 Newton meter. Okay, so I put mark there indicating that I have torque them, and then put the oil plug, put the oil filter, and then start the engine, and yes, the vibration gone. So that's my experience with the wrongly installed vanish shaft, and thanks for watching.